Okay, I said I was going to originally make this video, and then because of some situations that happened last night, I put it off, and I just made a little Twitter video kind of going on a rant. But I feel like this needs to be discussed because obviously people can't get through their heads that this is not a game anymore. This is not a joke. This is real life. And when you make dumb, stupid, immature decisions like this, it costs people their lives. And now you've got a mom without a son and a kid without a father. This is something that a lot of people have been saying was going to happen if this didn't stop. If this didn't get taken care of and nipped in the bud whenever it first happened. And we've seen swatters get arrested and sentenced. But it's time to make an example out of these three people. And, I'm going to talk about these three people. As you all know, the other day, there was a situation where two teams were playing in a Call of Duty match for $1.50. I can literally do anything with $1.50. I don't give a fuck about $1.50. But here's the thing, and there's been more news about this, that it wasn't the two teams fighting with each other after the match. It was the teammates. And then it came out today that it didn't even get the match finished. The match never got finished because of an accidental team kill. The guy went off, left the match, and then just went on Twitter and started bitching about his teammate. Well, they get into it, and he says, "Oh, you're not going to do anything. You're a bitch. You're a bitch." And he's like, "You know what, Doc, swat me, bro. Swat me. Here's my address." Wasn't his address. Supposedly, it was his old home address. And he thought no one lived there. Well, what happened is he went to a known swatter who has swatted many different events. And he said this in Keemstar's interview, and I got to give a lot of credit to Keemstar. Keemstar's done a great job with this, even though I do not like Keemstar. He's screwed over people who I care about and who I like, but I have to give him credit here. He took care of a garbage human being who does not deserve to be free after what he caused. And he's not the only person I'm blaming. I'm blaming these two people because what happened was they reached out to this swatter known as Swatistic. That's a real great name, dude. Great name. Hope you like bars because you're going to be behind him for quite some time. And he gave him the address. Well, Swatistic calls it in as a fake hostage situation. And today, Keemstar posted the 911 call. And hearing this dude's voice after having to listen to it with the interview with Keemstar made me sick to my stomach. And whenever I played it in today's drama alert, I was literally shaking. Because even though he's captured, it doesn't bring that person back. It doesn't bring back that 28-year-old whose mom's right now crying her eyes out having to bury her son. And the kid who no longer has a dad. It fucking killed me having to listen to this son of a bitch. And to the two players who threw a fit and thought it was a good idea to swat each other, or swat one of you, do you feel good now? Do you feel like a big man? Nah, you're scared. And it's not even kids. It's two adults. An 18-year-old and some 20-year-old. Makes me fucking sick. Makes me sick to my stomach. This needs to end now. If it doesn't, it's going to get worse. And you're going to see more cases like this. And there needs to be an example set on these three. On the swatter and the two that made the decision, the one that basically gave the address and the one that decided to give it to Swatistic, there needs to be an example made. This has gone on too long. As soon as the first swatting happened with Kutra back in the day, yeah, I'm saying back in the day because it was not, a few years ago, but still it feels like a long time. There needs to be an example made of these three. And, I'm glad he got captured. And I'm glad because of Drama Alert running the story and getting that interview that he was being able to get caught. But it doesn't bring the person back. And I want to now cut off from this story. And I want to give a message to all of my viewers and anyone who thinks it's funny to mention swatting. It's not. If you joke around about swatting and saying you're going to swat a streamer or swat someone because of a game, a fucking video game, here's what I want you to do. Take your mouse, go up to the right corner, click. Don't come back. I don't want you as a viewer. I don't want you as a subscriber. I don't want you in the community. Because if you think this is a fucking joke, then go. Go be with the rest of your immature kind and go try and, make these things. Because as soon as you do, I hope you get arrested. I hope that they make an example of these three and you see what can happen to you if you make these kind of jokes. If you do this kind of shit. Because it's immature and it costs lives. I'm not related to this family that was affected. But here's the thing. That could have been anyone. That could have been anyone. It could have happened to you. It could have, let's say you were, basically, you're just sitting there minding your own business. All of a sudden you hear a gunshot. You go upstairs, your dad's dead. You have nothing to do with this. Why did it happen? Because of immature, rotten, terrible people who think it's fucking funny. This has got to end. And I'm not gonna lie. I shedded tears for this family. It was hard for me last night trying to make this video. And after dealing with some personal shit, I said this needs to be done. Because it's gotten out of hand. It upsets me. And that's why in my rules on my stream, if you mention that you're going to swat me, or you even mention swatting as a funny joke, you're gone. I don't want you. I don't want you as a viewer. I don't want you as a subscriber. I don't care. You're gone. You mention it in my Discord, you're gone. You tweet me on Twitter, I'm going to mute your ass. I don't care. It's not funny. It's just not. And I'm sorry that I'm getting choked up, and I'm sorry that this is an emotional video, but it had to be said. And, again, I don't like Keemstar, but doing this interview got someone who is a terrible human being. If you listen to that interview, he doesn't give a fuck. He thinks it's just a game. It's just a game, man. It's just a joke. This has got to end. It's just got to.